What's going on? It's Kyle here from Klaver.digital, and today I'm going to show you how Safe and Sound Security became a national leader in B2B security solutions. So I'll let you go ahead and have a look at that. The long and the short of it is they had 137% growth in organic traffic, more than 100% growth in first-time phone calls, and organic search is the #1 acquisition channel for this business. So as you can see, it's very effective. Now, some of the challenges getting into this was scaling nationally. So they did a good job focusing on California kind of locally, but they wanted to take things to the next level, going nationwide in the US. They had limited in-house capacity to be able to execute on that. So obviously, as you get bigger, there's just more complexity involved, more pages are going up, you need more backlinks in order to compete. And they were just resource strained. So they had, other commitments, other responsibilities. They were not full-time SEOs. They're just doing this on the side. So taking a look at the actual progress here in Ahrefs from the beginning. So we started right around here. And as you can see, traffic growth has gone up exponentially, although a little bit of dips, but overall, everything is trending up and to the right, which is great. As you can see here, total keywords, organic pages, so steadily growing for organic pages or organic content. And then with that, you can see the organic keywords by intent, which is important part of the strategy. So really focusing on commercial and transactional type keywords to make sure that not only are we growing traffic, but we're growing sales as well, or sales, revenue, leads, conversions, whatever metric you want to track that's actually adding to the bottom line, basically. So you can see nice steady growth there for commercial and transactional keywords, as well as local, right? Because we're doing it on a local level. So prioritizing bottom of funnel content. So essentially mapping out all of your service page keywords. That's step #1, seeing what's missing. So bring a content gap to see what's missing and then see what's ranking okay, but could be using some improvements. That's how we can properly map out which pages need to be written and then which page, so as in new pages, and then which pages need to be updated. A good tool for this is using any kind of AI software, AI keyword clustering software, basically. So you can go ahead and dump all your keywords in there, and then it's going to map out which keywords belong on which page. So as an example, if I scroll down, this would be an informational article. Obviously, how do vape detectors work? This should be all the keywords that belong on this page. So that's the main page. And then this is the URL. We can figure out what's ranking and how to then improve it, basically. And then for new keywords, we can just go through to see something that is not ranking currently. So let's just say OneID Securitas is a brand name. We could potentially do an article on this. This would be its own page. We don't have anything ranking for this. So if they want it, that would be a potential opportunity, just to give you an example. So from there, we track everything on a sheet as well. So just to kind of keep things organized, this is something that they were lacking on, is having a proper content overview sheet to figure out what keywords we've already written on, what the URL was, what's the status of it, is it pending, published, and so on, and then what the type of article is. Is it a guide, so a complete guide? Is it a link bait type article? Is it a service page? And then we can also map that. As you can see, if it's, we'd slack on this a little bit because a lot of these are obvious now with us, but we know, for example, okay, this is going to be a service page. This is going to be a guide, so a complete guide. We know it's going to belong on the blog. We know this one is just going to be a service page as well. So that's a big part, just getting organized. Building authority with skyscraper content, that's another part. So we want to build the overall authority. We don't want to just rely on doing outreach or active. We want to try to do as much passively as possible. It's a little bit more scalable this way. So creating what I would say is content assets, things that we can rank, but are also informational in nature, so things that people are going to want to link to. So I have some examples here for Get Safe and Sound. So some of the backlinks featured on yahoo.com, doing content a lot around crime rates and statistics. So I figured that we can rank for this type of keywords and that somebody is going to be referencing this. So as you can see, we got picked up by yahoo.com, mentioning our crime rate statistic, which is the Florida crime rates, which we did. Obviously, because as we branch out locally to different locations, we can target those geos as well. So Florida is one. Another one we did is Memphis. So here, this one was picked up by dailymail.co.uk. Memphis crime rate, and you can see here higher compared to many other cities in the nation as an example. So they're basically referencing our articles. There's many of these, just to kind of give you some examples. Washington Examiner. We also have Go Banking Rates, so DR82, very authoritative websites. And this was part of the process of building our authority from DR40 to 47 without have to actively do any link building, right? Just doing the correct guides with the proper strategy. Link building, we just discussed this, boosted DR from 40 to 47, and then optimized for national SEO. So again, not just targeting local keywords with the local identifier, so Los Angeles and so on, but then going a little bit more broad with higher level keywords, just general installation guides and so on. So the process that delivered results basically is, number one is always doing a technical overhaul. This is where we can also map out any kind of technical issues and also the site structure. So for this, we're using Ahrefs. We can pick up most of the audits. I have a comprehensive checklist that I'm using as well, but this gets a lot of the details, and then we can set up a monthly or weekly reoccurring crawl to pick up new issues as they come up. Content creation, I think you briefly saw the content overview, so we know, okay, these are going to be new content. This is going to be our list of existing content that we have to update, and we kind of just work on a set process like this, just doing it over and over again, just having a set KPI per month, and those are the key deliverables. Data-driven execution, so basically analyzing things on not only a monthly but then also quarterly basis to see, what's working, what's not, where are we slipping, how do we then change that, or how do we then take that data and then modify the plan. So for example, if we see that we're slipping on certain categories of articles, we know that we have to prioritize those. If some articles are doing really well, we might want to do more of those. So basically, how can we expand out on that? And then this is all streamlined in-house with the team. So I try to work closely with them to try to limit as much of the work that they have to basically do in order to get the results. So some of the lessons learned for B2B SEO success is basically revenue-driven focus. So always prioritize your bottom of funnel keywords and pages. So make sure you properly map out all your service pages first, making sure those are all set up correctly and so on. Because as your site authority grows, you want to, and as you develop more blog content, you want to feed everything down to the bottom of funnel pages and making sure that they're set up in a way that's also to rank, but then also convert. The other one is building authority. So making sure that you're leveraging, doing some outreach as well, but then trying to earn as many links naturally as possible. So setting up link bait type articles, skyscraper content, that sort of stuff to earn links naturally, and then optimize for scale. So not only local keywords in the Google Business Profile, but then also going out on more broader strategies for top of funnel. So as you can see here again, just looking at this, so the overall general growth here been quite steady with organic pages and organic traffic. It's going up quite nice. The backlink profile as well, as we are creating link bait, we're naturally getting links over time. So as you can see, referring domains are at an all-time high as well, along with organic search. Those are, the graphs are pretty similar actually. So more links and more content that's targeting keywords is going to get you more traffic, and assuming it's targeted correctly, going to get you more sales. And then with that as well, we have the commercial and transactional keywords moving up. So not just informational. We have a nice mix, obviously, but it's not just informational. That's what we want to see. We want to see a nice blend. So informational, navigational, commercial, transactional, and then, and so on and so on. Local might not be relevant to you, but that's typically, how we want to structure everything. So if you have any questions or you're ready to scale your SEO, anything like that, revenue, I'd be more than happy to jump on a quick discovery call with you to walk through some quick wins and opportunities to help you scale your SEO success. Reach me on the contact of my website, or you can message me in the chat. Thanks.